Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Hope everybody had a great weekend. It is Tuesday. Had a nice little day off yesterday, and during the weekend and that day off, once the market came back on in other worldly sessions, we ran up to all-time highs. We are now sitting pretty much at all-time highs. Retesting previous all-time highs. So today, we're going to find out whether the market is going to bounce, get rejected off of these all-time highs, and move lower, or if we're going to break above and continue to make all-time highs today and this week. I said last week that we were bullish and that we were heading towards retesting all-time highs, and that's exactly what we are doing this morning. So today will be a fun day. Let's take a look. We got about 8 minutes until market open. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Let me know how the audio sound is. I upgraded my microphone and my setup over the weekend. I'm excited about that. I was really annoyed with my own videos, with the audio of the videos at least. And I know there were some parts every time I took a sip of my water, you guys can hear me swallowing. And when I rewatch my videos and I can hear that, it was annoying for me. So I can imagine how it was for you guys. So I'm hoping that this new setup here is going to be much better, a little bit more professional sounding, and blocks out a lot of that background noise. So yeah, leave in the comments, let me know what you guys think of the new sound, and we'll continue to adjust settings with this and make sure that it is up to par for you guys and me, because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. So anyway, let's take a look at what we have coming up this week for news. There really isn't much, but let's take a look. All right. So today, there really isn't much going on today. We got some Fed speech. Yeah. Some more Fed speech later, and that's really about it. Wednesday, tomorrow, we have some mortgage data, a mortgage rate, applications, things like that, some building permits data. Okay, so here we have building permits and housing starts tomorrow at 8:30. Those are a higher impact to the market. And then we also have FOMC minutes comes out tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so that's a high impact also. Watch out for that. Thursday, we have our normal Thursday data, continuing in initial jobless claims. Let's see, Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index. It's like a medium impact. And let's see what else here. Some more Fed speak. Nope, that's it. Really about it. Oh, we do have some Fed speech still. More Fed speech. So got some Fed speeches all week. Friday we have here's the big existing home sales is a high impact, but then we also have our S&P Global Services, Manufacturing, and Composite PMI. So all medium impacts. That's Friday. So nothing like super crazy this week. Little bit of data here and there. Stuff that I don't think the market really is going to move on. You know, we might get some fluctuation depending on what some of the Fed members say during their speeches, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. I've got about 5 minutes here. Let's get back to this. All right. Let's see what we got in some new. What's going on with air travel lately, right? There's a ton of accidents happening. Another accident happened over the weekend with Delta, or rolled over. One of their jets rolled over on the runway. I don't think anybody died in that one, but I think 15 or so people were injured. One of the manufacturing plants also over the weekend that builds some kind of component for these jets burned down. I don't know what's going on with the airline industry lately, but they've been in the news a lot. Let's see what else. If you guys haven't already, by the way, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate you subscribing. The channel is still growing at a pretty decent rate. So thank you guys for that. If you guys are also interested, I am building a what I'm gonna go out and call the best trading community on Discord. I'm working on it. Obviously, it's not there yet, but it will be. But in that, I have news that comes out on the regular. As soon as a news article is published, it gets thrown into our news channel in the Discord as well, which is really nice because if you have this open, which is what I do every morning while I'm trading, I just leave this channel open and the news just pops up. So if something significant pops up or I see the market start moving, it's the first place I look to see if there's some kind of news article that was released, if we're not expecting data or something like that. It's a really nice place to get up-to-date news articles. So if you guys are interested, join the Discord. Link is in the description, and it's also on my YouTube channel, and all of my socials have the link. Market is dropping fast right now before market open. What's going on? I'm really interested to see what the market's going to do today, if we're going to actually make new all-time highs or if we're going to get rejected. And honestly, right now, it looks like we're getting rejected off of all-time highs here. 2 minutes before market open. All right, so really big drop in the market right here. The NAS100 this morning, right before market open. We got about 30 seconds left here for market open, but we're getting volume as if the market's already open. It's interesting. I think President Trump was supposed to be speaking this morning. Is that a thing right now? I don't see anything. All right, so market open. We're still pushing to the downside here. So it looks like so far, unless we get some support here, and it looks like we are getting rejected off of those all-time highs. Might be getting... We'll see. We'll see. I'm wondering if the market is just reaching for some liquidity to be able to go higher than all-time highs. And then we're kind of in no man's land. Just trying to see if I can figure out where the market is headed right now. Pretty bearish so far. So you can see here that we, I mean, we did make new highs actually. Look at that. We didn't close though, making new highs. So we just squeaked past all-time highs. So technically we made new all-time highs in the NAS100 today. But we are getting a pretty decent rejection off of that. So let's see where the market ends up going. Looking at the day chart. Yeah, I mean, we just squeaked past. But we have not closed, especially on the day chart. We have not closed with new all-time highs yet. So let's see what happens. Oh, maybe we're getting a little support here. We left a bunch of areas of imbalance behind. Actually, let me see the 15-minute here. Let's see what kind of close we get on that candle. It looks like we might have gotten a little support here. This might have been just a liquidity grab here, guys. So watch for a run to the upside to make new highs. Yeah. Let's see. I am going to mark this area of imbalance out here just because this might be, you know, we retrace up into this area here. Very interesting. Let's see. Da, 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 da. See which way we go here. We're still pushing to the downside here. Let's see if we hold our support here or we continue to make new lows. If we do continue to make new lows, I think we're going to get a rejection off of these all-time highs here, retesting all-time highs. Let's just be patient and see. We are still getting some support. Let's see if this continues to hold. It's interesting that we got that dive before market open. So if I'm going to mark out the opening range, this is the opening candle here. So far our range here to here, 45 is here. So here's our market open range, our 15-minute opening range here so far. Volatility index is below 100. So that's a good thing. Let's hope it stays below 100 today. Let's see if we get a little, let's see if we can push back up and actually make new all-time highs today. We are still getting some support in this area here at the bottom end of the 15-minute open range so far. Let me throw some music on here for you guys too. A little background music. Nice. actually take a look at what the rest of the NASDAQ market is doing. Look at our heat map. I'd say probably more green than red. Most of the big hitters, are green or slightly green. We do have a decent amount of red here also. The VVIX is still climbing, although we are still under 100, but I don't like the fact that we're climbing. I mean, honestly, it makes no difference to me. Even if we get up to 100, the only thing that's going to tell me is, one, just be careful, and two, we probably are going to continue to the downside. But let's see. We are getting some choppiness up in here now. Get some consolidation here. Can we hold? Can we hold, or are we going to tumble? Just gonna stay patient here. Wait for the market to make a move. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna adjust this here to here. So far. Let's take a look and see if we have any earnings coming out today. I don't see anything huge. I just look through quick. If I missed anything, if there's something big coming out today, just put it in the comments for me. All right, so we have our 15-minute opening range here. We're still pushing to the downside. Looks like it's going to be a big rejection off of all-time highs. A little double top That's pretty much what we are forming here. So we have a break-in structure here with this candle and a little bit of an area of imbalance here. I'm going to get rid of this one because it's pre-market and I don't really play off those. But I may draw this one here. We may not retrace to, but let's see. Let's just put this here. Strong continuation to the downside. So what I'm going to be looking for is a retest of the 15-minute open range here. If we get that, then I may take a short, or I would love to see this area of imbalance get eaten up and respected, and then I'd take a short to continue to the downside. Right now, it looks like, as far as market open goes, we're looking pretty bearish today. Even pre-market. I mean, we had this pretty wild dump pre-market here, which continued on, so see if we get this retest here. I would really love to see this area of imbalance getting eaten up. That would be a strong play for me. But we may not get that. Yeah, let's see. We got about 8 minutes now until the 1 hour and 4 hour candles close. So let's see how they close, honestly. Might be a little premature to get into anything now that we're so close to those candles closing. A lot can happen in 8 minutes. So here we are retesting the 15-minute opening range, the low end. Doesn't look like it's holding. Let's see if we can actually get a retracement into that area of imbalance there, and let's see if it actually holds there. There we go. Tell you what I see now. Another area of imbalance right there, and this is actually like the perfect setup. We have 1, 2, 3 bullish candles in a row, leaving an area of imbalance behind. But this one here, we'd probably be targeting to the upside. So let's see how price reacts in both of these areas here. And then, like I said, we are about 5 minutes away from the 4-hour and 1-hour candle closes. As you can see here, depending on what kind of retracement we get in the next 5 minutes, this may end up being a bullish or bearish candle here. The 4-hour, the 1-hour, I mean, same thing really. It depends on how far up we push. 5 minutes is a long time. You know, this could just end up being a, you know, a bullish candle with a very long wick. Who knows here, right? Or we can finish bearish and continue to the downside. All I know is that I'm going to prepare myself for either or. That's really our job, is to just prepare yourself for multiple scenarios. If price comes back into here and respects it, it's a tough call right now, because we have both bearish and bullish areas of imbalance here. This one, I mean, maybe you can call this a break in structure here. We dipped below. This is a nice bottoming candle, you know, bottoming wick here. Maybe you have a nice strong 1, 2, 3 push up, area of imbalance. Let's see if we respect this here. The problem is you're targeting this area, and you want this then to disrespect if you get in long here. We are kind of forming a nice V-shape recovery here, possibly. So let's see what price does here. I'm not, you know, I'm not convinced either way yet, and that's the problem. Volatility is spiking, so that's going to bring my caution sign even higher for me. So volatility is spiking. We're just at 100 now. If we get to 100, just be careful. Be careful with this kind of market. Yeah, I think, you know, here's the thing. This is bearish. So the direction of the day so far is down. And I haven't seen anything to show me that it's changed yet. Probably need to see a break above the 15-minute opening to say that the direction might be changing. So the trend is your friend. I think it's safest, especially with volatility kicking up, to look for short positions. So my plan is for price to enter this area of imbalance here and respect. If it gives me a nice bearish candle once we fill this area, I think I will take a short here. VVIX is still climbing. I think we have another push down, to be honest with you. I'd like to see this area get filled. I think that's the safest play here. Might not even give it to me. Look at that. So the next thing that we could do is we could use this area of imbalance as an inverse. That's interesting. All right, you guys keep watching for a couple minutes here. I will be right back. Okay, I missed that move. Let's see. So very clearly, bearish day so far. All right, so let's look for the next entry. The problem is going to be is we got volatility now. VVIX is above 100 again, or at 100. So usually when that happens, we don't leave behind imbalances because you get these large movements and these large wicks, and so you don't get any entries. Which, you know, it is what it is. It'd be really crappy though to not get trade on the first trading day of the week. That's a little area of imbalance here that we might be able to use. Let's take a look at our 4-hour candle. Okay, bearish candle. 1 hour, same thing. So I would say for sure we're looking at downside today. So I'm going to continue looking for short positions. So right now we do have a little area of imbalance here that I would like to see again get filled. Followed by a bearish candle, and then we can look to continue short. See if we even get that. But again, you know, volatility is on the rise. So it's unfortunate, but it might be one of those days where we just don't get the A+ setups, and you know, that's all right. That's all right. It is what it is, you know? It is what it is. So we're not even filling these areas. You know, we had one up here too, which would have been a really nice entry, right? Based on this downside here, but we didn't fill it. It did not fulfill my entry criteria for my strategy. And when you have increased volatility, that's what happens. It just is what it is. You gotta stick with your strategy. You gotta wait for your strategy to play out. If you start going outside of your rules, you're gonna end up paying for it. So for me right now, for me to be able to take a short position, I need to see this area get filled, which hopefully we're starting to do here. And then I need to see a bearish candle following the fill here. So let's get ready. Okay, that's nice. Let's hold now. So far, so good here. As long as we hold within this area. Okay, now let's find the bearish candle to follow this. That's my entry criteria. Gotta be careful with the volatility. Not quite giving me the look that I need for confidence to go short here yet. Oh, okay, that's nice. It might not give me an entry though. Let's see if we can back that up a little bit. Ah. I'm going to take this short here. A little bit of a late entry, but we're going to try it. Let's see if we can get a continuation to the downside. We filled the area of imbalance. We had a couple of candles here, which led to a bearish candle. Not the greatest entry, but to be honest with you, I'm okay with a little bit of a wider stop today with the volatility, but let's see if we can continue to the downside here. Just targeting a 2-to-1. If If we break these lows here, I'll move stop loss to break even. And we'll kind of just trail the stop loss until we get either to a 2-to-1 or further. Wow. All right. First red trade in 2 weeks. We might be looking at a recovery here now. Gotta watch the volatility today. All right, so we're gonna wait for a better entry here. I don't like any of this. So basically, we had an area of imbalance here. We did respect it. We didn't have enough to continue on. We came back up and blew through it. So that area there is invalid for me. So now we are getting some support in this area here, as you can see. We're still in a downward trend, so we're technically should still be looking for shorts, but I got a feeling that we might get a reversal. But for me, what I'd like to see is a break above these swing highs here, and then look for an entry after that to continue to the upside, if that's what's going to happen. Otherwise, we'll just continue to look for short positions, because right now we're still in a downtrend. Yeah. Again, the problem is the volatility index is climbing, and that leads to a market that I don't trade in. So let's see. Man, first red trade in 2 weeks. Not bad. I can't be mad at that. I followed my strategy. It was a little bit of a late entry, but it didn't work out anyway. Didn't really matter where I got in, to be honest with you. But I could be okay with this because I followed this strategy. It's just the market is what it is. You know, the strategy works 80% of the time. I haven't had any red trades for the last 2 weeks, so there had to be one eventually, right? So let's again, we're still in a downtrend here. It looks like here we might be looking to continue to the downside. Let's see if we get some area here to try to get back in for another short. just is what it is sometimes. You know, you're going to have red trades. How you deal with them is the key. For me, you know, I can't be upset with that trade because it did follow my strategy. You can't win them all. If you take a trade that doesn't go along with your strategy and it doesn't fulfill your requirements to take an entry, you know, then you can you can be mad at yourself. You can't be mad at the market or anything like that. But I can't even with this one here. I can't be mad at myself or the market because I followed my strategy. It fulfilled my entry requirements, and you know, I went with the trend. So it is what it is. It's just sometimes the market isn't going to follow the rules. I mean, the market doesn't really have rules, but no matter what strategy you guys decide to go with, you will still have red trades, even if you follow your strategy to the T. That's just the market. It is what it is. So we are starting to get a little bit of a slowdown here in our downside. A little bit of consolidation here, maybe. All right, retesting previous lows, just about. So far, still holding support here. If we make new lows here, we still have a decent amount of downside on the larger time frames, so I'd still be comfortable with taking a short continued after these lows here, but let's see if we actually make new lows or if we continue to get support here. I wonder why we're even getting volatility today. I mean, we don't really have much news coming out this week. Did somebody tweet something? I mean, I feel like I need to have Twitter open now, just to monitor either President Trump or Elon there, because every time they tweet something, it affects the market lately. Let me take a look here. It looks like we're getting some support here. We might actually be forming a reversal. So I'd have to see some new highs and new lows in order for me to get confirmation of that. Otherwise, I mean, if you look here, we have a pretty decent and strong downward trend here. If I were to draw a market open, okay, if I were to draw a trend line, we have multiple hits here. So we're still working the downside as far as I'm concerned. All right, X. What do we got going on here? I see nothing on the X. I don't know. I know, pretty boring here today, guys. Sorry. We had a couple of decent moves to the downside, none of which actually fulfilled my entry requirements. We are slowing down here, getting some consolidation. We're still in a downtrend, so I'm still looking for this to break and make new lows, which it might do while I'm tucking. Come on, let's just do it already. Let's break these lows so we can look for another entry. Come on. We tapped it. Let's go. Let's push lower. There it is. All right. Now just give me an entry. Give me an entry. let's take a look at what we have here. All right, that's on the 15-minute chart. Doesn't really align well unless you call this an order block, which I guess you could. You look at the 4 hour, we are reaching a support here, here. All right. Let's see. This obviously isn't going to be an area that I'm going to take a trade out of, especially up here, but this could act as an area of support. Get rid of this. Let's draw out this area here. Actually, it should be this area, because here's your break in structure candle. All right, so we have a break in structure with this candle here. Well, actually, you can call it with this candle, right? Break in structure here. We left behind area of imbalance with the next candle. We have a 1, 2, 3 bearish candle in a row. So let's see, but just keep in mind also that we do have this area of support here. But let's see how price reacts here. Yeah, just one of those days. So today is my first red trade in 2 weeks. It's okay. Still up 3% on the account. I'd like to be able to finish phase 1 this week, as long as the market gives some good opportunity. This actually might be, you know. This is a nice fill of this area of imbalance. Let's see if we can continue to hold here. Let's see if we can get a bearish candle next to it. Nope, so we just disrespected there. We might actually be getting a turnaround here. We'll see. This is the problem when your volatility is a little higher, is you just, you know, your entries just get blown away and they're not solid. For me, my strategy is the price has to remain inside the areas of imbalance. Even if it wicks outside, I do not take the trade. Because a lot of the times, if it does that, we don't have enough downside left to actually take a trade and get a good RR. So with this here wicking outside of this area of imbalance, this makes this area invalid for me and I don't trade off of it. A lot of people use those also as inverse trades. So you could, if you get a close outside of that area, you could use that to take the opposite position. But for me, because we're still in a very strong downtrend here, I'm not going to be taking any long positions. The trend is your friend, so I try to stick by that. If we get a reversal, that's a different story, but we don't have a reversal here. So this is a very strong downtrend still. So I will not be looking for long positions here. But with that being said, I don't have any entry for short positions either. And we're sitting here on a support. So, you know, just got to let it play out. It is what it is. This is the boring part. This is the part that nobody talks about in trading. And I talk about it on a daily basis because this is the part where people destroy their accounts one after another. And when I say people, I'm talking about myself, because this is where I would, you know, fail accounts left and right because they've been sitting here for, you know, an hour, hour and a half already, staring at these charts, missing entry after entry, or the market not giving you a clean entry. And then you get, you know, this urge to, you know, oh, I got to be in the market. So you force a trade. And then by forcing a trade, the majority of the time, it's going to fail on you. And then you do it again and you fail again, and you just end up blowing account after account. So by me coming on here live every day, this is what I want to show you, that you have to just unfortunately sit and wait for your entry, whatever your strategy is, because there's a lot of them that work out there. You got to follow your rules, and you have to wait for those really good setups, not the okay, it's an okay setup. Nah, wait for the good ones. Those are the ones you'll make money on. Those are the ones you'll grow your accounts with. And by waiting for those, you'll have less red trades, which will decrease the amount of drawdown you go into. If we form a reversal and we get confirmation of a reversal, then, you know, you can look for long positions or whatever. But I wouldn't be looking to get, I wouldn't be trying to catch the reversal. That's the problem, right? Don't try to catch the reversals. Unless you are, you know, really good at that. Some people are really good at catching reversals. You know, some people might say, like, this is the pivot point. So I'm going to take the trade based off of that. That's not my strategy, and I'm not good at it. So, you know, I've tried that and it doesn't work for me. And I know that. So 30% of Americans increased their emergency savings in 2024. That's progress, expert says. It is. What about the other 70%? And what did they increase it by? It's hard to believe anybody can put any kind of money away these days. Okay. Well, it'd be nice if we get a reversal here because then we have some decent upside to get to. This actually is looking like it may be forming a reversal. We have a support here. We have slowed down with our progress to the downside. So let's see if we can actually get some higher highs and some higher lows. Then we can look at maybe going the opposite direction. But until then, and again, if I draw this trend line that I had this morning, this is off of market open. We are still respecting a trend here. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, I'm going to hang out here for a couple more minutes to see if we can actually either break this trend line or get a little bit more downside. Volatility is still slightly increased, so just be careful with that. We're still bouncing right off of this trend line here. So much for making new all-time highs, huh? Talk about a rejection. And so now we made a little double top, you know? So let's see what happens here, right? A little double top there. Let's see. This green line here is your overall upward trend in the NAS100. This is over a year. This trend, very strong. It is January of 2023. So. But this is previous slash current all-time highs here. We touched it and we got rejected. Oh. What do we got going on here? Are we breaking out? Are we breaking our downward trend today? See what we got. Here's your first close on the opposite side of this trend line. So let's see if we get a shift in direction now. Or the question is what are we looking for? We do have a couple of areas of imbalance. I mean, this one we kind of wicked in twice. This one we didn't reach at all. We have our pre-market area of imbalance still, which is fine. You know, we could be targeting one of these areas before continuing to the downside. You know, at this point, it's kind of up in the air as to whether we are actually going to make and continue making new all-time highs. As of right now, we just formed a double top, so let's see what happens. So you got an area of support here that we came off of pretty decently. We did break the downward trend for the day so far. We're not holding it though. That's, you know. We have not made higher highs yet. I would say that this was your I mean, even if you call this your last swing high, we didn't close above it, so this is why I don't trade off of trend lines in smaller time frames. They don't work. They don't work. The only time trend lines work that I've seen in my experience is on large time frames. 4-hour and day charts, you can trade trend lines. Much stronger there. All right, so what are we looking at here? Continuation to the downside. We have 1, 2, 3 bearish candles so far. We have a nice area of imbalance left behind. Actually, we don't have a break in structure here yet. Let's see if we can get a third. We're still Still holding the support here. Be nice if we can break through and then retrace into this area of imbalance. This is tough here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We've not made higher highs. Therefore, you can't have higher lows. This is questionable here because we do have a support here. It's still holding. We're getting rejected. I don't know that I want to take a trade off of this area now because we're still holding here. The overall trend for the day is still down. This would be a risky trade here. Oh, there you go. Now I don't even have to think about it. Now I don't even have to think about it. This might be your reversal coming in now. I'm gonna take a risk. We're gonna take a risk here. We're gonna use this area of imbalance as an inverse. We're getting support down here on a support. Let's see if we can get some upside here. This is risky. I'm gonna move my stop loss up to break even pretty quickly if I get the opportunity. Let's see if we get some continued upside here. Okay. See if we, oh good, that's a nice close. I like that. Move my stop to just below this candle here for now. If we get continued movement to the upside, then I'll move it to break even. I like it. So far it looks good. I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even right now just because this is a risky trade and I don't want to lose. I'm already down on the day. Let's see if we can hold here. So right now we are risk-free trade. I'm up just about 0.5% so far. So now we are forming a reversal, right? So we made higher highs. Okay, we broke structure here, which makes this a higher low. We're coming off of a support. Inverse area of imbalance. Okay, so this all looks pretty good. Beautiful, beautiful push. Let's keep the upward momentum here. Let's get this reversal. All right, let's break these highs here. That would be really, really nice. So at this point here, I'm just gonna let this trade play out. It's a risk-free trade. It could be a reversal. It looks like a reversal. If it is, and we do have enough momentum to continue to the upside, we have a lot of upside here. So I would actually really be targeting the highs of market open, which is up in this level here. So I'm gonna just let this ride, and I'm gonna trail my stop loss as we go here. All right, so I'm up just about 1% so far, and we have plenty here. Actually, let me see if I could set a TP here. Yeah, that'd be a really nice trade right there. I am notorious to myself for cutting trades early. There's no reason to cut this one early. We have a lot of upside potential. We are forming a reversal here. It's a risk-free trade so far, so I might as well just let it play out. This would be if we target highs of market open, okay? Then it's a 4.5 to 1 trade for me. So I'm gonna let this play out. And it might actually be ending right now. It's all right. Let's see if we can hold here. We had this is a nice push out of this area of support here, making new highs, made new lows here. So let's see if we can actually hold this. Let's see if we can stay in this trade a little longer and continue to the upside. I'd like to at least get a 2-to-1 on this, but I think we got more. If the market's got enough in it to actually complete this reversal here, we have plenty of upside. So I'm going to let this play out. What I'll do is I'm going to end the live here. I'm going to let this play out. I'll continue recording it, and then I'll show you guys later on how this trade played out. All right, so that's going to be it for me today, everyone, as far as the live goes. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all. Subscribe to the channel, please. I would appreciate it. The channel is growing, and it's growing rapidly. It's way faster than I ever thought that it would. So I appreciate that very, very much. I upgraded my microphone equipment over the weekend, so let me know in the comments what you guys think of the new audio. I'd appreciate that, and I'll adjust whatever I need to adjust for you. Free Discord in the description below. The link is there. I'm building out what I want to be the best trading Discord community out there. It's going to take some time, but I'm working on it every single day. Right now you get news throughout the day, 24/7. You get market updates every day for the NASDAQ, the S&P, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. There's a market calendar every morning. It lets you know what kind of economic events are happening for the day. So I think that's important for any trader. Links are in there, all kinds of stuff. So if you guys are interested, I'd love to have you in the Discord. Just looking to build a community of like-minded people so that we can learn, grow, and become successful in trading together, and then help others do the same thing. So thank you guys. Appreciate you all watching. That's going to be it for me today. Like I said, I'll continue to record my trade here, looking for a 4.5 to 1 here if we can continue. Otherwise, I'll cut profits if it looks like we're struggling. But I'll record this, and then I'll post it for you guys all later in the Discord. All right. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.